this revelation that I just got is awesome. So Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Now, I have heard this verse many, many, many times and never really understood it. It just, like, I read it and I kind of got it and I kind of got like the gist of it, but I just couldn't fully grasp it. But faith is a substance. It's like air. Air is a substance. We know that there's air around us. We can feel it. If it's blowing hard enough, we can hear it. It's changing things around us. The air can make us hot. The air can make us cold. It's an actual substance that exists around us. We didn't do anything to make the air come into existence. The air is just here. But we can release things into the air that will react with the air and cause things to happen. For instance, if I sprayed some air freshener right now or some perfume, what I released into the air will react with the air. It will transform the air, and now I can smell what I release. I can't see it, but I can still smell what I release. I have evidence now through my sense of smell. I have evidence that the substance is there because something was done to react with the air to make another action happen. So it's the same with faith. Faith is a pre-existing substance, and I have to do something or release something that interacts with that substance to make something happen or to cause to happen what I'm believing for, what I'm having faith for. So if faith is a pre-existent substance, and I know it is because it belongs to God, and God created everything. So that means that God also created faith. Our faith comes from God. God has his own faith. We tap into the faith of God. That's the only way that we can have faith. So because I know faith is a pre-existent substance, that means I can release something that will react with his faith and cause a natural reaction. That takes us to the verse, faith without works is dead. Faith is already a substance that exists in the world. I can't see it, but it's a substance that exists all around me. So when I put my work to it, when I put action to that faith, it causes a reaction. My works, my actions meet up with that faith, bond to that faith, and produces something that needs to happen. Okay, so the definition of works is a deed. It's a thing that's done. It's labor. It's an activity. It's an act. It's something that is being done. It's an action, whether good or bad. So basically what that means is if faith is a substance already existing, waiting on something to be released that reacts with it. That means that my activities, the things that I do, interacts with that faith. So the Bible also tells us that faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. So I study the word of God. I begin to confess, or I begin to speak the word of God out loud. And as my words go out, my words, even though I can't see those either, is also a substance. My words, the substance of my words, meets up with the substance of faith that's already there. My words and my faith react and produces the thing that I'm having faith for. Nothing can happen without a reaction. The reaction needs another substance to create it. It needs to have two or more substances interacting with each other. So my words, the definition of word in the Bible is acts. Action. My words are literal actions that are going out into the atmosphere, into the spiritual realm, reacting with the faith of God and producing things. Another definition of the word is a cause, a task, work, or a deed. A lot of the same words that define the word works. So this lets me know that faith is a substance that's already in existence around me. My words and my actions is me acting. It's a prophetic act that I'm releasing that partners with the substance of faith that's already there and causes a reaction. Boom! Produces the thing that I'm having faith for. So why is faith without works dead? It's because faith without works cannot produce. If you don't have the word of God, if you don't study the word of God, if you don't confess the word of God, if you don't hear the word of God, your faith can't be activated. You don't have any works. You don't have any words to partner with the faith of God that is already here and waiting for the other part of that reaction to produce the thing that you need. So if I wanted cupcakes right now, in my house at this very moment, I have everything that I need to make cupcakes. I got flour, I got sugar, I got eggs, I got baking powder, I got icing, I got all of those things. But until I mix those things together, until there's an interaction of those things, it will not produce the cupcakes that I want them to produce. So it doesn't matter that the flour is sitting in my cabinet. It doesn't matter that the sugar is sitting there. It doesn't matter that the eggs are in the fridge. It doesn't matter that the icing is in the cabinet. It doesn't matter that I have all of these things until I begin to do the work to put these things together so that they can react with each other to produce what I needed to produce. This is how faith works. The substance of faith is already there. My words are already there. The word of God is already there. But I have to put the word of God, get it into my heart, confess it out of my mouth so that it can interact with the substance of faith that is already there to produce the thing that I needed to produce.